So let's say you have a small portfolio and you want to start trading meme coins. You definitely want to take care of the fees first. So you don't want to be overpaying for each transaction because the fees stacks up quickly, and you want to set up them so you're not going to be paying too much. So let's say we're going to open up any random token. I might do another video on this topic more in detail. So right now I open any random token and I'm gonna click on instant trade. So this is the panel that I've been actively using while trading meme coins, and you can see also the slippage, the priority, and also the bribe and MEF protection. And if you wanna do it even cheaper, let's say you are starting out with a very low portfolio and you want the best price possible and the most tokens possible for your Solana. So what I would do, probably I would start with 10 slippage, and the priority fee you can set up very low. So sometimes even if you're gonna use some ridiculous number like this, it might work, it might not. So let's try it out. So even with Axiom, if you're gonna use something like this, it might still work. I always keep this MEF protection enabled, so you're not gonna be sandwiched. And for each transaction for sell and buy, you can see how much we paid. So that's the value for the fee and also for priority. And what's cool about Axiom is that you're gonna be getting some Solana back for each transaction you're gonna be making. And I got some very little amount of Solana in fees to claim. So this is pretty sick in my opinion, because you're getting some Solana back for each transaction. And while I was trading, sometimes you're gonna be getting like 0.0041, and if you're gonna just convert it to Sol, so that's 50 cents. And sometimes when you're going to be trading quite a lot, you're going to be getting more Sol. So you can see those fees that I earn are pretty much only from my trading. So if you look at the bottom, you can see I've got some referrals, but nothing comes from the ref earned. Everything came from my own trading. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. You getting your Sol back for each transaction. So now let me go quickly over the strategy that we're going to talk about. So let's say you can see I've got the Twitter tracker on my left side. So this is essentially the alert bot which notifies me about the latest news. And personally, I think this is the best available tool on the market that you can use right now, because you can quickly buy some of the pairs that are hot or trending, or they're getting a ton of attention. So pretty much the most important accounts that you want to be following are Elon Musk and Donald Trump. So let's say Donald Trump just tweeted about some specific token, or just mentioned something about launching, let's say, a new company. So you want to be over here and monitor the pairs. So you can see I'm going to talk about filters maybe in the next video. So you want to be over here and monitor those tokens. So when he's going to tweet something, you're going to be quickly notified and you know what's happening in the current moment. So let's say he tweeted this one for the example of this video. Of course, guys, don't buy this token. I'm just showing you how it works. So pretty much when Trump is going to mention something like he did with FAFO, for instance, it went straight to millions. But it's not going to happen in most of the cases. You want to do scalps. So let's say you want to be buying as early as possible, because this is when you're going to be getting the lowest risk possible. So if you're going to be getting somewhere around like 4 to 5k, you're pretty much not going to be losing much. But if you're going to be buying, let's say at 20, 30, 40k, it might be a little bit difficult, because price can dip and your investment might be worth 30 to 40, even sometimes to even, you can lose even everything. So the lower you buy, the higher chances you have to make a decent flip if he's going to get some attention. If we're speaking about Trump, you have a very low chance to get these tokens at these current prices. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, if you're going to buy something at this current prices, there's not much downside to it, because the price cannot go to minus or to 1k. It can only go up from here. So this is how you want to, essentially, that's one of the first strategies that you can utilize, because you might quickly just scalp for 2-3x. It depends when you're gonna buy it. If you're gonna be buying somewhere around like 10, 20, it might be still very difficult, because people can dump on you, especially for the tokens like this, when you don't know how much people supply hold, if you don't check bubble maps. So that's the essential tools that you wanna be using while trading meme coins. Let's say, for example, we're gonna take a look at any random token. Let's say, for example, this one, Queen Camilla's new dog. So we can go ahead and open up Twitter. So this is how you're gonna do essentially research. I don't know anything about this coin, so I'm gonna go ahead here. And you can see we've got some tweet, some news. Right now we got some more information. You can see how many people saw these tweets, whether it's going to get viral or not. So you can see right now it's not getting too much attention. It's currently at 20k. We got some buys from top traders, and let's say you don't want to be top blasting always at the top, because you don't know whether you're buying the top or not. You want to be waiting for the dip. So it might go still up, I don't know, but it's just safer to buy the dip. Not always, because dip might continue to dip. So you would always want to do a proper risk management because you don't want to be over investing into some random shitter that you don't know whether it's going to perform well. So you have a higher chance to wait for the dip, maybe buy somewhere around this level and just quickly scalp for let's say 20 to even 50%, and you want to move on to the next token. Depends how strong the narrative is. You might take the initials, or you might leave some moonback in this specific token, and you can move to the other one. So that's one of the strategy that I think is really good for beginners. You also want to sell before the migration. So there's going to be a ton of tokens, pretty much over 99% are going to fail, and not a lot of them go to migration. So let's say you bought this token somewhere here, and the migration is somewhere around 50k market cap. What you want to do, you want to slowly take profits before you're going to hit radium. So when it's going to hit radium, pretty much a ton of tokens, they simply go straight to zero. You want to slowly DCAing out from this token before it's going to reach the migration, the radium. Because pretty much after radium, you have two options. Either this token is going to perform really well, depends how viral the tweet is, or people gonna start taking profit, and it's going to dip again, and then it might go back up, or it might go to zero. So what I usually do when I was starting out, I was taking profits slowly before radium, and I was just clipping out to stack SOL. And you want to do the same thing for the next token. Of course, you're not going to learn that in a day or two. It might take you a few weeks, maybe a few months. Some people adapt quickly. You have to really put some time and effort to learn and recognize the patterns in the market. You also need to find your own strategy, which one works best for you. So everything comes with the time. So as always, the link will be down below, and I see you in the next one.